for Madison Community Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger Football. This is the second game of the year, played after one day delay on September 23rd, Sunday afternoon. It was originally scheduled for Saturday afternoon. The two teams are getting close to kickoff time. This is Kent Sprague, along with Paul Sprague on camera. We will soon have this game underway. Last week's games, Foran played Notre Dame of West Haven at West Haven and lost 12-7.
This time we'd like to observe
Daniel Hand High School
in memory of Gary Chernovich, a longtime friend and supporter of Foran High Athletics.
26-6.
A moment of silence.
We'll soon have the game underway. We are getting ready for the opening kickoff of the Daniel Hand Foran High School of Milford game.
Our starter for today is Juan Torres.
Daniel Hand won the coin flip. Co-captains Jason Fernstrom and Chris Clausen were in the middle of the field, won the flip, and Daniel Hand will receive, going from your right to your left, going south. Today's temperature is in the low 60s, and we do have a fairly strong breeze. We'll be looking into the Daniel Hand offense in this first quarter. So we're about underway. Back deep to receive for Hand. There's John Quinapero and Chris Parcells. A low kick, bouncing kick, is going towards Parcells. He picked it up on about the 20 and is bringing it back across the 30 to about the 33. It looks like.
By Parcells, tackled by D'Souza.
Chris Parcells brings that ball to about the 34-yard line.
And Bill Kelly, first and 10 for Hand at their own 34-yard line.
Daniel Hand, the first offensive series, starting the game, and they are going into a fairly stiff breeze, probably 20-25 knot breeze, as they're going south. Justin Spain in at quarterback. Parcells in motion across to the right. Hand off the first man through on the left side, over left guard, left tackle. That ball carrier is Pete Millard.
Carried by 36, Peter Millard. Tackled by Mike Cogan. Gain of 3, second down and 7.
Ball is down at about the 37, so between 2 and 3 yards on that play. Second down, 7. In motion, Parcells again. Spain rolling right, looking to throw, and he's throwing right for Quinapero. Overthrown, incomplete pass.
Intended for 88, John Quinapero is incomplete.
Incomplete pass to Quinapero.
And Dealer.
Third down.
Third down and 7.
7 to go.
At the 42-yard line.
The PA speaker is right in front of us, so if it drowns me out periodically, I'll try to catch up. Hand out in an I formation, 3rd and 8. Spain pitches right. That's Millard. Got a good game going. Got a first down. First down plus a yard.
Ball carried by Peter Millard.
Across the 45 to about the 46.
Tackled by Wrigley and Manny D'Souza. And that's a first down for Hand at their own 46-yard line.
And needed 7 yards on that play, and they gained 8. So Millard picks up the first down with a pitch from Justin Spain going right behind the blocking on the right side. I formation, Parcells this time motion to the left. Hand off to Chris Clausen. First man through. Good gain. Gained about 8 yards.
Well carried by Chris Clausen. Tackled by Jack Spieler. Gain of 8. Second down and 2.
In the backfield for Hand are Justin Spain at quarterback. In the blocking fullback position is Chris Clausen. And its tailback is Millard. Hand off to the first man through, Clausen, and he runs over some people. First down, Hand.
Clausen again, the ball carrier. Tackled by Jack Spieler.
Clausen got the first down
for Hand at the 40-yard line.
So we're down almost to the 40. Hand's initial march of this game, no score early in the first quarter. 9:45 left, first quarter, no score. Hand with the two-man split to the left. Hand off to Clausen up the middle. And he's got about 7
the ball
yards.
carrier.
Good gain again.
Tackled by Beeler
6
and
or 7
Logan.
yards. About 6 they marked it.
2 and 6 yards. Second down and 4.
Ball is started right on the 35-yard line. Second down and 4 for Hand. Initial drive of the game. Quinipero split wide left. Number 18, Parcells in the flat left. Split backfield. Hand off to Millard. The second man through, and Millard gets up and very near the first down marker.
Peter Milliard's ball carrier.
Looks like he may be just short. We'll wait to see what the referee signal.
Tackled by Kevin Nye.
He's about a foot and a half short of a first.
Gain of 4. Third down and 1.
Third down, short 1 coming up for Hand. Ball just on about the 31. He needs to get to the 30. Princeton in motion left this time. Hand off to Clausen. Get the first down right across the middle. So far, Hand line is blowing Foran off the line of scrimmage. So they are moving the ball.
3 yards and another Hand first down at the Foran High 27-yard line.
And I formation again. Looks like Ned Lynch in the deep spot. No gain on that. He's stacked up. That's not Lynch. That's number 26.
Captain Klowski in the ball carrier.
I understand that Ned Lynch has had a
Tackled by Mike
ankle.
Kroger and
How much
Kevin
we'll
Nye.
see in today's game.
Lawson's clear on the play.
That was
Makes it
Gumkowski.
second down and 12.
The yard. Second down and about 12 now with that short loss. They have Guinapero split to the right, and Spain is rolling right, looking for Guinapero. Incomplete pass. Out of reach.
Spain pass intended for John Guinapero is incomplete. Play the door on the coverage. Here's a third down and 12.
Third and 12 coming up. Ball is on the 29-yard line. Split backfield. Guinapero's out to the left. In motion, Parcells to the left. It's an option play down the right side. That ball is fumbled, but covered by Pete Millard for a loss.
Peter Milliard, the ball carrier on the option.
Justin Spain
Tackled by
the
Ray
right
Lanier and Tom
side. Option
Ridley.
play and pitched a little bit high for Pete Millard to hand
on the play.
So
There's
that's
a
a loss. Fourth down coming up. And the ball is on about the 33, and Hand is going to punt it out. Number 87, Con Lynch, is back in punt formation, I believe, is the punter. Caught on about the 10, and he's circling right, and he is hemmed in. He's not going to get much, about 2 more yards. That was not Con Lynch, it was the punter, it was Mike Udicek.
15-yard line where it's first and 10 for Foran.
So good coverage by Hand on that punt. It was fielded on the 10, and he got back only to the 13. Half of the Hand defensive team was over there hemming that in on the near sideline. So Foran takes over, stops Hand on the first drive, their first offensive play from the line of scrimmage. It's a run to the left, around the left side, and that ball is stacked up in a small loss.
Well played by Rich
Cable.
Tackled by 24, Reed Stucco.
Reed Stucco was the primary tackler over on
Lawson's clear on the play. Second down and 12.
corner. In the middle of the line is number 72, Matt Lynch. Excuse me. And run over the right side. He's got a little bit of a gain. Matt Young.
Over the ball carrier. Tackled by John McKinney.
McKinney made the tackle that time.
And Drew
Off the right side. The gain of about
He's a third down and 7.
third and 6.
At the 17-yard line.
In the line are Brian Burrell on the right side, Matt Young, 72 in the middle, 91, Derek Dunay on the near side in the line. Looking to pass. Pass across the middle. It's thrown low and incomplete.
First pass intended for a killing is incomplete.
Bergstrom was in on the coverage. Reed Suko was right there. So that brings up
Brings up fourth down and
fourth down
7
for Foran.
at the 17-yard line.
4th and 7 for Foran, so they are stopped on their first drive and dropping back to receive a punt by Guinapero on the
Guinapero and
far
12
far side.
for hand. Tom Ridley back to punt.
Snap out and a kick out. Good kick. Excellent punt. Over the head of everybody here. Parcells is back to retrieve, but don't believe he's going to touch it. It rolls at about the 34.
Ridley's punt is down by Kevin Moore.
Excellent punt.
At the hand 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for hand.
Daniel Hand will take over for the second time in this game. That was a good long spiral that went over the head of Guinapero.
That was a 50-yard punt by Tom Ridley.
50-yard punt and essentially no roll on it, so he carried most of that in the air. Spain, the quarterback, yeah. High formation. Hand off or pitch back to Millard on the right side, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Yard is a ball carrier.
No gain by Hand.
Tackled by Kevin Moore and he threw it. Short of about a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Put that ball right down on the 35, so he gained about 2 feet on that play. Into the game is Justin Fernstrom, who brings in a play. Split backfield this time. Guinapero wide to the left. Spain hands off to the first man, Millard, and he's backed up.
Again, the ball carrier. Tackled by Josh Beeler.
Lost a yard on that one. So we got 3rd down coming.
And Mike Kroger, loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 for Hand. Ball back at the 34 now. 3rd down. Probably a pass play to keep the drive going if they can make it. Spain looking across the middle. Almost intercepted. Incomplete pass. Guinapero cutting across
intended for
the middle, but it was all covered by Foran, and the Foran man got a hand on it.
4th down and 10.
That'll bring up 4th down and 10. Hand will have to punt again. So no success at all on that particular drive.
Mike Udicek is back in punt formation.
Mike Udicek's back to punt. And the
Mike
blocking ahead of him is Chris Clausen. Good snap. And it's a spiral, fairly short. It's going to bounce and roll a ways. So it's down across the 40, between the 35 and 40.
Udicek's punt is down
37-yard line.
High 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down for Foran on the 37. Their second possession of the game. No score yet. We're down to 4 minutes left, first quarter.
Special happy birthday to Sonia Paul today. Sonia Paul, happy birthday.
Number 9 for Foran is John Baczynski. He's not
Double on the snap is recovered by Jack Wheeler.
a quick runner. So that's
Loss of about a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
but recovered by Foran for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 coming up. Ball to 36. High formation for Foran. Men split wide both directions. They're looking to throw. It's a complete pass on the right side. And he is down about 2 yards short of a first. Put over here by Guinapero and Reed Suko.
Complete for 81, Mary D'Souza. Tackled by 88, Guinapero. And Reed Suko.
Good gain, but he's still close to 2 yards short of a first.
3rd down and 2.
3rd down, about 2 for first down. Ball now up to 40, between the 45, 46. Full house backfield, strong right running formation. And they're running right. Wrapped up right up near the line of scrimmage. Number 30, Fernstrom in there. He's very close to the first down marker. Reed Suko helped.
That's a Foran first down.
Referees say that's far enough for a first down, just barely.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ball up to 48. These referees have calibrated eyeballs. I couldn't tell. I'm looking right down the line of scrimmage almost. I couldn't tell if that was far enough or not, but they didn't decide to measure it. Foran was one man in the backfield, and it's the first man through, and he just stopped. In on the tackle there is 68, had him wrapped up.
68, the ball carrier.
68 is
Joel Donnelly. Scoring about half a yard. Second down at 9.
Joel Donnelly smelled that play out and met it right near the line of scrimmage. In the inside linebackers for our hand are Jason Fernston and John McHenry. Foran has got a reverse there, and that play gains only a yard.
Rich Cable, the ball carrier.
In on the tackle are both of those middle linebackers.
Tackled by Fernston.
Fernston and McHenry.
McInerney.
That was a counter play where some of the blockers came to the right, the runner went back left, but Hand had that one defense very well. Third down and close to 8. Keep their drive alive. They're just across midfield. 49. Back to pass. Looking to throw across the middle. Quick pass. Tackled by Glenn Farrell. But enough for a first down. Plus another 10 yards.
Joey McGraw for another 4.5 first down.
Oh, slow down about the 32.
88 for the Farrell made the stop.
Good pass. Right
First and 10 at the hand, 32-yard line.
Quarterback very coolly laid it right in, and Glenn Farrell made the tackle, but not until after the completion. Foran comes out in a wishbone formation this time. Hand off to the last man, number 22, and Scott Tordoff has a hold on him, and so does 18 Parcells.
Mike Cogan is the ball carrier.
Parcells, stop that play, Cole.
Tackled by Tordoff and Parcells. Less of a yard. Second down at 11.
Scott Tordoff playing that rover position, which is the corner over there. His job is to keep that man from getting outside of him, which he did very well. And Parcells came up from the deep secondary to aid in the tackle. Second down, about 11. Foran is back looking to throw. Got men all over the place, and he's tackled just as he throws. Incomplete pass.
Hit by number
74, Justin Kingsley hit him just as he started to pass, and that ball didn't go anywhere.
Third down at 11.
Third down 11. Kingsley met the quarterback just as he was trying to throw forward, and the ball went squirted off to the right. But he had good protection for a while, but the secondary coverage must have been pretty good because the quarterback couldn't throw earlier. Third down about 11. Ball still down at the 34. Two men in the backfield this time. Quarterback is keeping, rolling to the right. We'll need a flag thrown. And it's thrown across the middle, complete. Number 22. Tackle in there by Hand, 16, Drew Bowman, but there was a flag thrown back in the far backfield where you normally get holding.
Drew Bowman, but there's a flag on the play.
That play will probably come back, and the referee is talking to co-captain Justin Fernston, and Fernston's going to tell him take it back. Holding Foran.
The call is holding against Foran.
The blocking up in front of the quarterback, somebody held a hand man trying to get in on the quarterback.
Front-yard holding penalty.
That's why he had a lot of time to throw the ball.
46-yard line.
That brings it back. Third down.
Third down and 22.
About 22 to go for first, and that runs out the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter,
No score.
Hand 0,
First quarter.
0. At halftime and throughout the first quarter, the Foran.
Okay. So the first quarter runs out. This game scoreless at this point. It's been a defensive struggle. Foran is a pretty good football team. the hand is finding out very quickly. Foran keeps the ball, and they will have third down and long, about 22 to go. High formation for Foran. Draw play, and it is smelled out and stopped by number 74, Justin Kingsley.
The ball carrier is tackled by Justin Kingsley. And that brings up a fourth down and long, right at midfield.
That was a fake pass and a draw play that was going right up the middle, but Justin Kingsley made the tackle on the backfield for a 3-4 yard loss on that play. So fourth down now, just across midfield. Foran
are deep for hand.
Guinapero on the side, Chris Parcells on the near side, back in receiving. The ball is snapped and fumbled. Parcells is going to catch it on the right side, and he fumbles the ball. Ball is lost. Foran recovers. Chris Parcells signaled for a fair catch, I believe, on that side, but did not field it cleanly.
Parcells caused the fumble, and it's recovered by Mike Sweeney.
That ball is recovered by Foran just inside the 20-yard line. The snap from center was fumbled by the punter, but he got a good punt out, and Parcells tried to catch it on the near sideline and did not field it cleanly. So Foran really has the first good scoring opportunity of this game. We have a momentary break in the action here while they straighten out a kink in the chain on the sideline. Ready to go. Foran's deepest penetration at this point, and the closest either team has come to scoring. So we'll see what they can do inside the
20-yard line.
Foran with a strong left running formation. They run left. Tackled in there by a host of tacklers.
Mike Colgan, the ball carrier.
And met the ball carrier with number 80, Brian Burrell. Game of about a yard. Reed Succo was in on the tackle. Burrell made the initial hit, though.
Third of a yard. Second down and 9.
Second and 9. Foran hasn't had a lot of success yet running against hand. They may open it up a bit and try to pass. Foran has receivers split wide and left. I formation in the backfield. Quarterback rolling right, looking to throw. Looking like he's trying to throw all the way to the end zone. Complete pass, touchdown Foran. Right across the middle.
Mike Colgan for
22. Mike Colgan for Foran. Receives that pass.
A 19-yard touchdown pass from
number 9, John Baczynski, was wide open in the end zone. 6-0. Foran leading with 10:03 left, second quarter. So Foran scores first. And the conversion try is coming up. For Foran, number 46 will be the kicker, Bill Kelly. For Foran. Good snap, good placement. Kick is up, looks good.
And the extra point is good.
Foran leads 7-0. 10:03 left, second quarter. First score of the game. Mike Colgan, who is the running back, was wide open in the end zone, so apparently there was a defensive breakdown to get him that wide open. He was not covered down there. And the quarterback, John Baczynski, put it right into him. So first score, first time hand is trailed in a game this year. Number 51 for Foran, Tom Wrigley, will kick off to either Parcells or Guinapero. It's a fairly short kick on Guinapero's side. Guinapero fumbles it, drops it, picks it up, coming around to the right side. He's got a little bit of room to run. He breaks through the first line. Still going, good return back up to about the 44.
Returns the ball out to the hand 44-yard line, tackled by Ellis and Boxwell.
Guinapero did not field that kickoff cleanly, but he did pick it up toward the near side and up the middle and made a good gain. He had about one more tackler to evade, or he would have gone all the way on that. So Hand trailing in this game at this point. Brings it out. Spain pitches left to Pete Millard, and he is met, and no gain there. Maybe a loss of yard.
Millard is the ball carrier. Tackled by Justin McNevin.
Pete Millard lost a yard going
No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
All just short of between the 43 and 44, so he only lost a foot or so. High formation again. Tight formation for Hand. And it's handed off right up the middle, and very little gain there.
Crossing plays up the middle.
Short gain. Didn't look like he made any yardage, but he made close to 3 on that.
Tackled by the interior of the Foran line. The gain of 2 brings up third down and 8.
Third and 8 for Hand. Don McKinnery comes in at the center. Justin Fernstam over in the slot right. Spain rolling right, looking to throw. He's got Guinapero on this right side. Spain is going to keep it, and he's not going to gain anything. He's tackled middle of the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled by Mike Kroger.
So fourth down and long coming up.
Gain of about a yard, but that brings up fourth down and 5 for Hand.
He gained about a yard on that play and did not come close to the first down. So Mike got Judicek back to punt.
Swilling, Sweeney, and Rivera back to Foran.
Foran dropped 3 people back. Judicek gets it out. It's a short punt off to the right side. Gets a bit of a bounce and out of bounds at about the 30.
Judicek is banked out of bounds at the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Foran.
First down for Foran at the 30. That punt went off to the side of Judicek's foot and did not go very far, so Foran takes over in pretty good position. Foran now going into the wind, the breeze. It has calmed down a bit. It's not as strong as it was at the beginning of the game. One man in tailback position, 2 flankers to the left. And it's handed off to the right side. Fumble, but the referee sets it down. Gain of only a yard over there. Tackled by Derek Dene.
Tackled by Andrew Sema. Gain of 2 yards. Brings up second down and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The rover positions are manned by Drew Bowman on the far side and Scott Tordoff on this side. It's handed off to the deep man right up the middle. Covered by
once again the ball carrier.
Bowman and I believe Young was in on that
tackle.
McKinnery was in on the tackle up from his linebacking position.
Brings up third down and 6.
Third and 6. Ball to 34. We have 7 minutes left. Second quarter with Foran of Milford leading Daniel Hand 7-0. Foran brings out the 2-man split to the left, and the quarterback is looking to throw. He's got time. He throws it off the left. Incomplete, thrown it out of bounds. Good coverage down here by Reed Succo and Chris Parcells. Backed off into the left flat. So that will bring up fourth down and 6. What has been primarily a defensive struggle to this point is continuing, and Foran will have to punt back to Hand. Ball to 34, fourth down and 6.
Tom Wrigley in punt formation, Parcells and Guinapero are deep.
This kid looks like a pretty good punter so far, and another good punt out of there. It's going to be a hard one to catch. Parcells catches on the run, hangs on this time, starts the fourth.
Parcells fields the ball at his own 40, 41 immediately by Manny D'Souza.
So Hand in pretty good field position this time.
First 41. Hand at their own 41-yard line. Guinapero to the left, Parcells to the right, Scott Tordoff, tight end on this side of the line. In the backfield, first man, Stu is crossing, it looks like. And he gains 2-3 yards. Ball carried by 34 across.
3 yards for Chris Parcells.
Tackled by Pete Pruitt, gain of 3 yards. Second down and 7 at the 45-yard line. Number 16 comes in, Drew Bowman out, goes crossing on this play. Parcells split to the right, Guinapero to the left. The only man in the backfield is Pete Millard. Justin Spain, quick slant in, complete pass, first down. That's good, John Guinapero.
Complete to 88, Guinapero. Tackled by Rich Cable.
Slant in pass
At the hand high, first down.
From Justin Spain
First
to
and
John
10 at the
Guinapero.
Foran high, 44.
Good catch by Guinapero, reaching out to haul that ball in. Guinapero had a good game in the first game last week also, caught about 4 passes. High formation again. First down for hand. Pete Millard around the left side. He's got a little room to run, and he gains 7 or 8 yards.
Peter Millard is the ball carrier. Pruitt and Cogan on the tackle for the line.
Steve Carlo was leading the blocking there for Pete Millard.
He's got second down and 4.
So he gained a little over 6 yards. Spain hands off to
Gomkowski, the ball carrier.
Gomkowski was the ball carrier on that, gained about 2. He's still
Pruitt and Beeler on the tackle. Gain of about 2 brings up third down and 2.
Ball is at the 36, and he needs to get to the 34 for first. Third down. 4:45 left, second quarter, with Foran leading. That's Chris Clausen trying to bull his way to a first down, and he's close to it. That's very close to the first down.
34, Clausen, the ball carrier.
The referee just moved
Tackled by
back 6
Kevin
inches,
Moss.
and now he wants to
And it's
measure
very close
after
to
he moved the ball back.
first down. We'll have a measurement.
So if he does not make this, it'll be fourth down and short at about the 34. Daniel Hand, first down, just by the nose of the football.
That's the first down for Hand at the Foran high 34-yard line.
So that keeps the drive going for Hand at the 34. Clausen and Gomkowski are in the backfield. Spain rolling left, got blocking in front of him, and now he breaks down, and he is tackled for a loss.
Preston Spain is back to the backfield by number 77, Tom Mahoney.
Tom Mahoney, number 77 for Foran.
Russell got 5 yards on the play. He's got second down and 15.
5-yard loss on that. It looked like he had 2 men ahead of him blocking, but the tackler came in behind the blocking. Second down, 15. Hand off to Millard on the left side. Short gain. Gained about 3.
Peter Millard, the ball carrier. Tackled again by Tom Mahoney. Gain of about 3. Brings up third down and 12.
Third down and along 12 to go for a first for Hand. They have not scored yet. Foran is leading 7-0 with 3.5 minutes left, second quarter. Spain looking at his own left. He's lofting a ball up in the air. Incomplete. He overthrows John Guinapero over on the left side.
Preston Spain pass intended for 88. Guinapero is incomplete. Rich Cable on the coverage.
Spain on that play was trying to loft the ball up and let Guinapero run under it, but the
ball resting at the Foran high 37-yard line.
That brings up a fourth down and 12 for Hand. So they need a long play here to keep their drive going and their first opportunity to score. This should be a passing down. Parcells is to the right. Spain is going straight back, looking to throw across the middle, and the overthrow is incomplete pass. Fourth down play. So Foran will take over.
36 Millard incomplete. By the call on the coverage, and Foran takes over possession of the ball at their own 37-yard line.
So Foran High School will take the ball back at 3:16 left, second quarter. Leading this game 7-0. There's been only really one scoring opportunity in the game, and Foran took advantage of that. scored on it. Quarterback is rolling to the left, and he gets around one man, but now he pitches to the trailer. Good option play. Finally tackled by Reed Bucco. Game close to first down.
Tackled by Reed Bucco. Total of about 9 yards on the play. Second down and 1.
The referee has stopped play, and he wants a measurement clear across the field. The quarterback is in trouble rolling left on that play, and Handhead had well covered, but
Just a reminder, by that time, the Foran High Sports
who then turned the corner.
selling their 50-50 raffle
So
tickets.
it was a good game.
With half of the money taken in,
Foran.
awarded as the prize. Please help support the Foran High Sports Booster Club.
Apparently they're going to come out just short of a first down. About a foot short. So bring up second and short one for Foran at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's about a foot short of the first down. Makes it second down and short. The ball is at Foran's own 46-yard line.
On the line for hand are Derek Dunay, number 91 on the far side, and in the middle is Justin Kingsley, 74. Foran back looking to throw, being chased by McHenry, and now being chased by Burrell. Incomplete pass.
The incomplete pass intended for
Defense on that
Sweeney is
play.
incomplete.
Both Burrell and
Got cleared off on the coverage.
McHenry were in on the quarterback and had no chance to look for a receiver. Scott Tordoff was out in the area of the receivers, but it was not close to a receiver. That was a free play because we only had about a foot to go, and it brings up third down now at the 46. Wishbone formation. Quarterback keeps, goes over the left side. Looks like he has enough for a first down.
Kuczynski keeps the ball on the quarterback sneak. Down at the Foran High first down.
Leading that play are Justin Fernstrom and number 74, Justin Kingsley.
First and 10 for Foran at their own 47-yard line.
So it brings it up to the 47. We have about 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Foran is still leading 7-0. Foran has split backfield. They're handing off to number 25, the second man through. He gains only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Tackled over there by Reed.
Tackled by Fernstrom and Kuko. Gain of 2 yards. Second down at 8.
Justin Fernstrom calling the defensive signals for hand, co-captain, and he's in on a lot of tackles. He isn't large, but he's a good hitter and fills the holes well to stop running plays. Brings up second down and about 8. Quarterback hands off to the left side. He is met by Brian Burrell. And
the ball carrier.
Burrell gains about 2.
Tackled by Kuko.
We have a break in the action as the ball carrier for Foran is down. That's number 25, who is one of their better players, Josh Beeler.
Appears to be all right. When we resume play, it will be third down and 5.
Okay.
At the hand 47-yard line.
So Josh Beeler, the ball carrier that time for Foran, apparently turned his ankle, but he is coming off the field, which will bring up a third down and about 5 for Foran at the 47. Split backfield for Foran. Receivers right and left, pitch to the right, and the ball carrier's got a little ways to go. He stopped short of the first down. Makes the tackle on the far side. Drew Bowman was in on the tackle also, so he's about a yard short of the first. Fourth down and 1.
That'll make it fourth and about 1.5.
The ball at the 44, and we're inside of a minute left first half. Hand is dropping 2 men deep, Parcells and Guinapero. We do have a break in the action at this point as Hand takes the timeout. I think
Timeout is called by
they got a
Hand.
punt on 4th
There's
down from
50
that
seconds
location.
left in the first half. How about a nice round of applause for our Foran High cheerleaders?
Rolling. As we resume play, it's going to bring up the 4th down. Long 1 to go for Foran at about the 44-yard line. And Hand isn't quite sure whether they plan to punt out of there or not, even though
4th down and 1 at the Hand
4th
34.
down. They come out in a wishbone formation. Now they shift back. I'm not sure what they're going to do at this point. It looks like a shotgun formation, a passing formation for Foran. And Foran calls timeout. They were looking to draw Hand offside and get that cheap first down, but nobody from Hand encroached the line early as they were expecting. So Foran takes a timeout. We got 50 seconds left, second quarter. Foran leads still 7-0. After all the shifting by Foran trying to get an easy first down, finally Foran now goes back and punts formation as they intended to do in the first place. And the kicker is aiming for the far corner. He kicks it down the middle. It's caught by Chris Parcells. He's swinging to this near side, and he is hemmed in on that side. Goes out of bounds, just across the 20.
Parcells is knocked out of bounds by number 22, Mike Kogan. First and 10 for Hand at their own 20-yard line.
Foran has a good punter. He gets the ball out of there high and usually deep as a spiral. So Chris Parcells caught that ball and swung to the near side, but he had no place to go. Actually, the punter was lined up to try to kick toward the far corner, but he didn't kick the ball in that direction. So Hand comes out with 38 seconds left in the first half. Hand off to Pete Millard. He's got some room to run on the right side, out of bounds. Oh, and he gets an elbow from a sideline player as he goes out of bounds. That's a first down for Hand.
Goes out of bounds on his own now to 34.
Pete Millard got a little bit of an extra shove by one of the sideline players of Foran, but no referee saw that.
First and 10 for Hand at their own 34.
A big penalty tacked on the top. First down for Hand. Good run. We're down to 33 seconds in the first half. Spain back to throw. Looking to throw long. He's going over the left side, throwing long, looking for Guinapero, and Guinapero goes up for the ball and comes down with a complete pass.
Right from Spain's pass.
Great catch by Guinapero on the 26.
Who's on the coverage?
Two coverage men down there for Foran, but Guinapero went up between them and came down with the ball. Hand gets a first down with 27 seconds left in the half. And they're down at the 26. Okay. On that last play, Justin Spain threw a long pass. The line of scrimmage was about the 31, and he threw it down to the far 26. So he put that ball in the air a long way. He's rolling high. He's going to hold on to the ball. And now he's heading for the sideline at about the 15. He goes out of bounds with 19 seconds left.
Spain has run out of bounds by Joey Ledore at the 15-yard line.
At the 15. So that'll give Hand a first down on the right side. So this is Daniel Hand's first scoring opportunity. Was time short in the first half, just outside the 15. Got time for about 2 or 3 plays. One man in the backfield, Clausen. Spain rolling to the left. He keeps the ball, and he still got it. He's down to about the 10. And calls an immediate timeout. Stopping his clock with 12 seconds.
Tackled by Kroger. And Hand is called timeout.
Left behind Chris Clausen, took it inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line and called timeout with 12 seconds left.
Last timeout. With 12 seconds left in the first half.
You got it off? looking for a scoring opportunity here. Millard and Cawthorn in the backfield. The 9-yard line. Spain back to throw. He's lofting it into the end zone for Guinapero. Gets a hand on it. Incomplete.
Spain class and play for Guinapero.
Down in the corner of the end zone. Looked like Guinapero was taller than either one of them. Got a hand on the ball, but he wasn't able to catch it. So that takes it down to 9 seconds left. First half. Third down coming up. 9-yard line. Back to the long pass play that Spain threw the line of scrimmage there with about 31, and he threw it down to about the 26 for Guinapero. Hand comes out for a field goal try, it looks like. That's number 87. John Lynch put down by Spain, kicked up, and looks good. 3 points for John Lynch.
And that makes the score for Spain and Hand 3.
Kicks a field goal for Daniel Hand. 7-3, Foran leading with only 5 seconds left, first half of this ballgame. He didn't see it.
Sean Lynch to kick off for Hand. Hilling and Cable are deep. Ball is fielded by Kevin Marr and down at Foran's own 43-yard line. First and 10. And that's the end of the first half with the score Foran High 7 and Hand High School 3. We'll be back with the second half in about 20 minutes.
For Daniel Hand, this is Kent Sprague along with Paul Sprague.
Just a reminder, the drawing for the winner of the
Community Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger Football. It's
And tickets are still available near the
Foran
concession stand.
in Milford.
50-50 raffle tickets are still available.
Scheduled for Saturday. So far we've had a defensive struggle. There have been 2 key plays that have led to each team's score. First was a fumble of a punt by Hand that was recovered by Foran, and they went down and scored on a pass play in the end zone. And then we had the key play for Hand that got them most of the yardage for their score was a long pass play from Justin Spain to John Guinapero, who made a very nice catch, and Spain put that ball in the air over 50 yards, where it was caught down near the 20-yard line, and that ended up in a field goal by Sean Lynch. So the score at the halftime is Foran of Milford 7, Daniel Hand 3. Hand is getting set to kick off for the second half.
We start the second half. And I will be kicking off to Foran.
John Lynch sees it up on the 40-yard line.
Hilling and Cable are back to receive.
Ned Lynch has not been in the
Sean Lynch
game
will kick off for Hand.
Yeah, no, he does have a sore ankle, so Hand is doing without one of their key tailbacks. And we have the kickoff on the left side, and it skids on the ground, finally picked up at about the 7-yard line by Foran. And the runner brings it back. There's a flag thrown. The tackle's made by Derek Dunnett.
Ball is picked up by Gary Schilling and returned out to the 30-yard line.
The flag was thrown in the area where there would be a clip or a hole.
There's a flag on the play.
Foran will take it back to start the second half. Referee marches the ball backwards for Foran down to about the 12-yard line. So they'll take over starting the second half from the 12-yard line.
There's a kicking penalty against Foran, and it's first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Foran comes out on I formation. They hand off to the tailback, and he goes across up to near the 15, where he's tripped up by 78 McHenry.
The ball carrier. Tackled by
Number 80 was also in there. Brian Burrell.
Gain of 2. Second down and 8.
So both middle linebackers. Fernstrom is in on the tackle. We're in on that particular tackle. Drew Bowman is playing the rover position, the corner on the far side, and Scott Tordop on this side. Handed off to the tailback, and he gains about a yard.
Charlie killing the ball carrier.
Across the 15-yard line to about the 16.
Tackled by Reed Suko.
Tackled by Suko on that play.
Gain of 2, and it's third down and 6.
Third down and 6 for Foran. Justin Fernstrom calling a defensive signals in the middle of the line. Coach Steve Philippon at halftime did not look particularly happy with Hand's play in the first half, so we'll see what kind of intensity they come out with. And he's being chased by McHenry back near the goal line, and it's thrown incomplete pass. McHenry had a hold of the quarterback as he threw.
And hit intended for D'Souza brings up fourth down and 6 at the 17-yard line.
That's a fourth down coming up, and that play could almost have been called intentional grounding because there was not a receiver near where that ball was thrown. He threw it to get rid of it right near the goal line with McHenry hanging on to him.
Hey, how about an intentional grounding, ref?
So fourth down for Foran, who's in punt formation. This kid has done a good job of punting so far, and he's kicked to the other side. Gwen Farrell receives the ball on about the 45. He's got a good return going, and around the left side, still going, still standing, and finally brought down to about the 23.
Fielded by Guinapero.
Guinapero, good return on that punt.
Tackled by Steve Stewart. And Adrian Correa.
That was not as good a punt as we had seen earlier by the Foran punter, and Guinapero had a chance to run it back. Ball is put down, looks like about the 23.
It's intended to 24-yard line.
Spain brings him out, flips backfield. And Chris Clausen bowling his way forward for 5-6 yards. Tough yards up the middle.
Ball by Clausen.
About 6 yards.
Tackled by Beeler and Wrigley.
Well, they mark
Gain
him
of 7 brings up second down and 3.
Chris Clausen had an excellent game in the first game against East Lyme. Scored 3 touchdowns, made a 55-yard run for a touchdown on one of them, and was a difficult ball carrier to tackle all day. Clausen again, short gain this time. He gained only 50 yards.
Again carries the ball.
He brought it down to about the 15.
Tackled by Pruitt.
Just short of the 15.
And Koger. Turn of the yard brings up third down and 3 for the Tigers.
Third and 3, just outside the 15-yard line for Hand's first possession in the second half. Foran High School still leading 7-3. Split backfield this time. 2 men split to the left. Spain hands off to Clausen. Got a game going up the middle. Still going. Carrying the ball. Tacklers all the way to the 5-yard line. First down Hand.
Tackled by Beeler, Kogan, and D'Souza.
Chris Clausen finally went down with at least 3 tacklers hanging on to him. And drags him down to the 5-yard line. First down Hand.
First and goal for the 5-yard line.
Don McHenry over the ball at center. Spain in the backfield. Split backfield again. Power formation running to the right. And it's carried by Millard. He's right near the goal line. Hand signals touchdown, but the referee does not.
Peter Milliard, the ball carrier.
The referee says it's just short.
Looks like short of the goal line.
About an inch and
Second and goal from the
3/8.
west.
Second down and goal. The length of the nose of the football really to go for a touchdown. About 3 Hand players signaled touchdown, but they never did convince the referees on that play. Another power right running formation for Hand. In there blocking is Fernstrom and wedging up the middle, and touchdown Hand. Carrying the ball, Pete Millard. Pete Millard behind the blocking of Justin Fernstrom, and Chris Clausen bowls his way in over right guard, right
Makes the
tackle.
score Hand 9.
Gives Hand the lead. Daniel Hand is now leading 9-7 with 8:05 left, third quarter, and the try for extra point by Sean Lynch is coming up. Justin Spain will set it down on the 10-yard line. Sean Lynch will try the conversion. Kick is up and kick is good. Daniel Hand leads 10-7 against Foran. So Daniel Hand came out the second half of this game with a little bit more intensity than they showed the whole first half, and took the ball down the field and scored with it, thanks primarily to the good position on the return of the punt by John Guinapero. He brought it a long ways down, and then power running by Hand bolted into the end zone. So 8:05, third quarter. Daniel Hand is leading for the first time in this game, 10-7. We'll see it up on the 40, near hash mark.
Lynch to kick off for Hand. Over and showing our Jeeps perform.
John Lynch is kicking with the wind, and we still have a fairly stiff breeze in the football game. Kicks it low, kicks it to the right corner, picked up on a bounce inside the 10 and about the 8. And the ball carrier brings it back up to about the 20.
So returned by Foran to the 30-yard line.
Just short of the 30.
Tackled by number 7, Matt Gentile. First and 10, Foran at their own 30.
Matt Gentile was in on the tackle. It was a good kickoff that had to be fielded on a bounce at about the 5. But it was brought out close to the 30. So Foran, for the first time in this game, is trailing. Quarterback rolling to the right, option type play. He's going around the end, and he's got a game going, a long game going. Finally pushed over out of bounds over there by John McHenry.
Keeps the ball all the way down to the Hand 45-yard line.
McHenry and Park
knocked out of bounds by McInerney.
McHenry, inside linebacker, trailing that play, had a long ways to run, but finally caught up with it and pushed the ball carrier out of bounds on the far side. Quarterback keeper. That was an option play.
25-yard gain by the Cincy. First and 10 at the 45.
Gain about 25. So that brings it down to the 45. First down, wishbone formation. A good tackle. Net behind the line of scrimmage. Number 24, Reed Suko, was in there for that first hit.
Tackled by Reed Suko.
Suko made the hit behind the line of scrimmage. Carried forward for a yard gain. Suko up from the secondary. Split backfield for Foran. Pitch to the right. Going around off the right tackle. Good gain for Foran. Gain about a yard.
Went to the outside on a pitch from Baczynski. Tackled by Reed Suko. About 8 yards. Makes it third down and 1.
They're a yard short of a first. Ball to 36. So both teams early in the third quarter have come out and moved the ball. Hand moved it for a touchdown, and Foran is attempting to do likewise. High formation, first man through, fullback, and he's got a gain. Here comes a flag down. Flag came in late.
The ball carrier
in the backfield.
There was a flag on the play.
The Hand players are clapping, so undoubtedly that's going to be against Foran and push them back. No signal yet, but holding call against Foran, and Justin Fernston says we'll take the penalty, push him back. The ball carrier that time made enough yardage for a first down, but the holding penalty takes it back to bring up third down again, and this time they got a little over 10 to go.
Penalty brings it back to about the 45-yard line. It's third down and just over 10 yards. All right, third 11.
Third and for 10 to go, so this is a passing formation. They got 3 receivers to the right side, and the quarterback is looking to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Overthrown over there on the far side. Coverage by John Blackbarrow and Chris Parcells on that.
Drew Bowman on the coverage. Makes it 4th and 10 from the 45.
4th down for Foran. 4th and long. So Foran dropped the man in punt formation.
Tom Wrigley is dropping punt formation.
Are back to receive.
Pinocchio and Parcells deep.
Another good punt out of there. And fielded by Parcells. He's going to the left side, and he is tackled. Good tackle down deep. That tackle was
Returned by Parcells and tackled by Mike Sweeney.
Put the headphones on.
1st and 10 for Hand at their own 15-yard line.
That yard mark is the 15, not the 10. So they're at about the 15 where Hand takes over. You got Pete Millard, tailback. Pitch to Millard, going left. He's got a little room to run, but not a lot. He's gained about 3 or 4 yards.
Millard, the ball carrier.
Close to 5 yards.
Tackled by Pruitt and Kogan.
That brings it up to the 20.
Gain of about 4. Second down and 6.
Second and 6 for Hand. Scott Gumkowski in his tailback position. Pitch to Gumkowski coming right. He's got a little room to go here on the right side. He crosses the 25.
Scott Gumkowski, the ball carrier.
That looks like it's going to
Tackled by
be
Joe Lador and Kevin Marr.
that's close to a first down. It is a first down.
Gain of 6 and a first down for Hand.
He got just enough yardage for a first
At their
down.
own 26-yard line.
Daniel Hand starting to move the ball. At the 26 with 4.5 minutes left, third quarter. Daniel Hand leading Foran 10-7. The ball is mishandled in the backfield. He tried to hand it off to Chris Clausen.
Green bottles the ball, but recovers his own fumble.
Recovered the ball in the air, so they did not turn it over, but that was a
Brought down by McLevin and Ridley. No gain. Second down and 10.
No gain for Justin Spain, and he did well to hang on to the ball because
We'd like to wish
Chris
Tom
Clausen's
Weaver
shoulder pad
a very happy 40th
just as he was trying to hand it off.
birthday, which happened yesterday. Happy birthday, Tom Weaver, 40 years old.
Went around, split to the left. Spain goes down to the left. Scott Gumkowski carrying the ball. Got a little gain around the left corner, and he finally pushed out of bounds over there. We'll have to see where he got himself down.
Gumkowski's ball carrier knocked out of bounds by D'Souza.
Looks like he gained enough for a
But
first
there's a
down.
flag on the play.
We do have a flag way back. Back at the line of scrimmage. At that location, that normally would be against the offense, but in this case it isn't. We have a face mask call on that. Somebody grabbed Gumkowski's face mask, apparently.
Face mask penalty call against Foran.
That will give Hand a first down at the 50. Just across the 50.
First and 10 for Hand, right at midfield.
We obviously couldn't see the face mask grab from here. Hand off to Clausen, running hard, bouncing off of people. Finally, the ball is loose.
Ball for the ball carrier. Tackled by the door.
He's called it down. There were people bouncing after the ball, but
Second down and 5 at the 45-yard line of Foran.
Chris Clausen gained 5 yards and was down on the play. As he normally does, he bounced off of a number of tacklers before he was brought off his feet. Mike Udacek brings the play in. Parcells is out. Spain quarterbacking yet. Hand off left side. That's Clausen. He's got a game going. First down and more.
Clausen plays.
Got a first down plus about 3 more.
35-yard line. Tackled by Cable and Mike Kogan.
Fitz Boston takes the ball almost to the 35, and he got the first down plus close to 4 yards.
First and 10 at the Foran 35.
Daniel Hand has got a drive going at this point. Drew Bowman in at the blocking position, and Millard carries. Millard, that's 26 rather than 30. That's Scott Gumkowski. Short gain about a yard.
Short of about a yard. Brings up second down and 9.
Millard is back in the game. Gumkowski out. 84, Mike Udacek is coming to the right. John Guinapero is split to the left. Drew Bowman is in the blocking position. And there's Millard on the left side. Gained about 2.
Millard, the ball carrier.
Before he was
tackled by Kevin Marr.
Had his feet taken out from under him, about a 2-yard gain. Third down, about 7. Minute 40 left.
Third down and 6.
Daniel Hand leading 10-7. Two receivers to the right. Spain rolling right, looking to throw. And now he finally throws, and the ball is caught by interception.
Intercepted by Tony LeBron.
The safety man for Foran picked that ball off just before it hit the ground. And then we have two players down on that play.
We have an injury timeout.
One of them is Justin Spain. Just as he threw that ball, he was hit, and the man who made the tackle is also down on it.
Wide open.
So Spain threw the ball low, and the defensive man caught it just before it hit the ground for an interception.
Third quarter.
So Foran takes over on that major collision. Two of the better players on either side were involved in that. Number 22 for Foran, Mike Cogan, he's the one who scored the touchdown earlier, and Justin Spain. Spain got up and ran off the field, and Cogan came off slower. Pass play across the middle. Complete pass by Foran. It's brought up to the 30.
Kopinski's pass complete. 81
Yard gain on that one. Tackled by Scott
Tordoff. Gain of 9 yards. Second down and 1.
Tordoff playing the rover position, or the corner on this side. Drew Bowman is playing the corner on the other side. Foran needs 1 for a first. And it's an option play to the right. Quarterback keeping the ball, and he has the first down.
Kopinski keeps the ball and tries it out for a Foran High first down.
Tackled on the far side by John Guinapero.
Tackled by 24, Reed Succo.
Reed Succo.
First and 10 at Foran's own 38-yard line.
First down at the 38. We are down near the end of the third quarter. 15 seconds left, third quarter. Foran, high formation, option left, and it's pitch left, and the tackler is not in the backfield, found by Tordoff was the first one. Bernstein was there.
Got Tordoff on the tackle.
Chris Parcells was there, and that play will run out the third quarter.
At the end of the third quarter,
leading Foran 10-7.
Drawing for the winner of the 50-50 raffle. Please get your tickets ready. Our official scorer, Mr. Norman.
We start the fourth quarter with Foran with the ball. Quarterback keeping to the right. And he is being run down over on the right side by Drew Bowman.
And he's tackled by number 16, Drew Bowman.
That will bring up third down and about 9, it looks like. Ball is up to the 40. We begin the fourth quarter. This is Kent Sprague along with Paul Sprague on the camera for Madison Community Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger Football. Second game of the year against Foran of Milford. Quarterback rolling left, keeping the ball. He's going to throw, and he is met there He is tackled in the backfield. It looked like John McHenry had a hold of the quarterback and the ball floated off to the left. So incomplete pass, bring up fourth down.
And that'll bring up fourth down and 9.
I think Foran was trying to set up a pass to the left.
And Eric Blanchard.
But the defense was...
Two Foran High School graduates and former football players. Congratulations.
Foran with a fourth down and 9 yards to go at the 40-yard line. Back in punt formation, Parcells, Winifero are back deep.
Big punt formation.
Punt formation. Good punt out of there again. Parcells is going to field it, and he bobbles it, picks it up, coming the left side. He is tackled short of the 30-yard line, about the 28-29.
Parcells is once again tackled from behind by Mike Sweeney. First and 10 for Hand at their own 28-yard line.
Daniel Hand takes over at the 28-yard line with 11 minutes left in this ball game. Hand is leading 10-7.
Bro, the same thing happened to me.
Tough defensive struggle so far. There's flags fly as that play is handed
Well, in the ball carrier, tackled by Pruitt, but there's flags on the play.
Flags are thrown in Hand's backfield, so it's an offside Hand. That play will come back. 5-yard penalty. We have an official's timeout. Foreign player limping on that play.
First and 15, and we have a official's timeout.
With an official's timeout, he saw a foreign player limping. They had to take him out and put a replacement in, at least for one play. Pitch to the right to Gumkowski going right, and he is net hard for a loss of about 2 yards back to the 20.
Gumkowski, the ball carrier, struck hard by Mike Koger.
That brings up third down, and
Lost it 2 yards, makes it second down and 17.
17 yards. Third and long, coming up for Hand. Foran appears to be an excellent defensive team and has given Hand fits trying to move the ball this afternoon. Third and long. Spain looking for a pass to the right. Got it complete to Winifero, and he is about a yard or two short of a first. He needed to get to the 38. Got about the 36. Winifero is down after making the catch. We have a break in the action at this point, an official timeout. But it is short of a first down for Hand. Brings up fourth down. They did get
15-yard gain on the play, but it's not up for a first down. Third and 2 at the 35.
It's a third down coming up, not a fourth. They replayed the down when Hand had the offside penalty earlier. So third down and about 3. Split backfield, power formation, looks like Clausen on the right side. And I don't believe he made it.
Clausen carries the ball up the middle.
Clausen stopped a yard or so short of a first.
Tom Wrigley and Kevin Moore on the stop, and that brings up fourth down.
Fourth down at the 37. So Hand will be back.
Udacek in punt formation.
Mike Udacek back in punt formation.
Is deep for Foran.
Hand calls a timeout.
Timeout Hand.
It looks like Hand is short a man on the field, so Chris Parcells made a quick count and called a timeout to get the 11th man on the field before the snap for that punt. Fourth down coming up after the timeout to get the 11th man on the field for Hand. Mike Udacek back in punt formation. Good snap and a pretty good kick. Spiral should take a bounce. It bounces backwards, and it's touched by Matt Young. And
Udacek's punt is down at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line, so it did not travel very far.
Right, box around first and 10 for Foran.
Looked like a long high one and bounced backwards. So Foran takes over in good field position, only a couple yards short of midfield, trailing Daniel Hand 10-7. We're down to 8:40, fourth quarter.
Fast on here, fast on.
Foran, I formation. Man set left, man set right. Pass. Looking to throw down the middle. Now he's throwing over to the right side. Complete pass and tackled immediately by John McHenry.
Defensive pass complete to the
For
two
no
back.
gain.
He tackled by McInerney.
That was a complete pass.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
McHenry from the middle linebacking position followed the receiver and made the tackle immediately. No gain on the play, even though it was completed.
Come on, Quinny!
Second and 10. Quarterback, in fact, keeper all the way, going to the right. And the ball is loose. And it looks like it's covered by hands. Ball is knocked loose, and there's several hand players around it, including number 88, John Guinapero. Guinapero looks like he was the man on the ball.
First and 10 for hand at their own 45-yard line.
The quarterback lost possession of that ball before he was really hit, and it squirted up in the air, and there were about 3 hand players around it. I didn't get a definite signal as to who got the fumble recovery, but it looked like John Guinapero. So Daniel Hand takes over at the 44, leading 10-7 with 7.5 minutes left in this game, fourth quarter. And up on the right side, bowling forward for 5 yards is number 16.
Drew Bowman on the carry, tackled by Wrigley.
Position.
And Kelly, 5-yard gain on the play. Makes it second and 5 at midfield.
Drew Bowman was in the fullback position and carried right up the middle for a 5-yard gain. So good gain on first down. And off again to Bowman again, and he's got a first down.
Bowman again on the carry.
45, and he
Tackled by
gets just
Kelly.
for the 45.
And Kevin Barr.
So first down plus a yard. 2 carries,
First down for
5 yards and 6
at
yards.
the Foran High 44.
Gumkowski into the game at the tailback. Check, split away to the right. Guinapero to the left, split backfield. Main hands the ball off to Gumkowski, and he tackles for very little gain.
Gumkowski carries the ball, tackled by Jack Beeler.
Got Gumkowski over right guard, right tackle.
No gain on the play, second down and 10.
He was brought down right near the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Ball at the 44. High formation. Hands up to the first man, too. Good team. Didn't see what that was. That was Drew Bowman. Drew Bowman right up the middle. A quick opener right over center and left guard and gained 9 yards on that play.
9 yards gain on the play. He's got third down and 1.
He's just short of the 30-yard line, and he needs to cross the, the 35. He needs to cross the 35 to about the 34 for first. Handoff. Looks like Bowman again, and that's going to be very close to a first down.
Millard carries the ball. Kroger and Beeler.
Give credit to Millard on that, but I don't believe it was. I think it was Drew Bowman, and he got just enough for a first down. First down hand.
The first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ball is now down at about the 34. First down. And Hand will be in good shape if they can keep this drive going and end up scoring with it. Pitch to the right. Gumkowski going around the right end, and he gains a yard at most.
Gumkowski carries the ball. Tackled by Kroger.
Second down and over 9 to go. We're down to 4:40. Fourth quarter. Daniel Hand leading.
Over the yard on the play.
By
second down and 9.
Pitch his race to Millard. Millard's got a little room to run, and he is about a yard or so short of a
Move on the carry.
looks like he got the 25. Just outside the 25. He needs a little more than a yard to go for a first down.
Moves up third down and 2.
Third and short 2, down to 4 minutes.
25-yard line.
They're down in 4-down territory at this point. Split backfield, man in motion, Parcells going across the left. Hand off to Drew Bowman, and he wedges his way forward very close to the first down.
Drew Bowman on the carry. Tackled by Kroger.
That looks like it should be enough for a first from here.
And Wrigley.
First down, Hand.
First down for the Tigers at the 23-yard line.
Bowman needed to get to the 24, and he got to about the 23. So Daniel Hand keeps the clock running, keeps the drive going. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left, fourth quarter. The key thing Hand needs to do at this point is no turnovers. Hand off to the tailback, Millard, and he is stacked up and tackled by several people. Not much gain, a yard at most.
Millard carries the ball, tackled by Mahoney. From Kroger. Gain of about 1.
Hand is playing this game without Ned Lynch's speed going around the end, and Pete Millard is carrying a load from the tailback position. Second down and over 9 to go for Hand. Hand off to Millard. He's got a place to go on the right side. He's still going. He's got a first down and more. Out of bounds. Inside the 5, it looks like.
Tackled by D'Souza. Well, that's another Hand first down.
Blocking over on that side were Scott Tordoff
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
and Justin Kingsley from the tackle position, and they opened a mammoth hole for Pete Millard to go through. We have a
Timeout called by Foran.
by Foran at this juncture with 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in the ball game. Hand first down inside the 10 at about the 7. After the timeout by Foran, it's going to bring up a first down for Hand inside the 10, between the 7 and the 8, it looks like from here. Full house backfield. Strong formation. Millard gets the ball as a tailback and wedges his way down.
Millard on the carry.
5.
Tackled by Kroger and Mahoney.
He's about the 6.
It's the second and goal from about the 5-yard line.
Outside the 5. Before this play gets off, we'll be down at the 2-minute mark with Daniel Hand leading 10-7 and close to another score. Full house backfield again. Gumkowski is the deep man. And hand off the first man, Drew Bowman, and he gains a yard at most.
Drew Bowman carries the ball that time. Tackled by D'Souza and Mahoney.
So
Timeout Foran.
Foran takes a timeout to stop the clock after that, as time is running down a bit. We're down to 1:45 left, fourth quarter. Daniel Hand leading 10-7 on about the 5-yard line. And we have a third down coming up. Can put this game away if they can score here. If they don't, it's still a ball game.
Third and goal from the 4-yard line.
Drew Bowman and Scott Gumkowski in the backfield. Hand off. Payne is keeping the ball, rolling right, looking to throw. Now he's throwing back. Knocked down, incomplete pass. Good
Payne pass intended for Guadapero.
He was aiming for John Guadapero in the end zone.
And that makes it 4th and goal from the 4-yard line.
1:38 left in this ball game. They had 3 men in the backfield that time, and they all wedged between guard and tackle on the right side. Spain kept the ball rolled right through to the end zone, but was not able to connect with John Guinapero. So Daniel Hand going for it on 4th down. Got 3 receivers to the left. Spain rolling left, throwing left, complete pass in the end zone. Touchdown Hand. John Guinapero catches that ball in the end zone on 4th down. John Guinapero on 4th down. Catches the ball in the end zone. Spain threw the ball. There's no chance of the defender getting a hand on it. So that takes the score to 16-7 with a conversion try coming up. 1:34 left in this game. The long snapper for Hand is Brian Burrill. Justin Spain will be the holder. Sean Lynch will try for the extra point, kicking against the wind. And Daniel Hand takes a timeout before he can get the kickoff for the conversion. So Daniel Hand takes a timeout before they can make the conversion, and they're coming out to go for 2. Spain keeps the ball rolling right, looking to throw in the end zone, and he throws the end zone complete to Guinapero. 2-point conversion.
Guinapero from Spain, and that makes it 18-7, and Tigers on top.
So the 2-point conversion takes the score to 18-7. Daniel Hand leading. Guinapero caught the touchdown pass, and he also caught the 2-point conversion pass. 1:34 left in the game. The second game of the year for Daniel Hand against Foran of Milford in Milford. It's been a tough defensive battle, and Hand has had a hard time moving the ball, except that last touchdown pass from Justin Spain to John Guinapero sort of put it away with 1:34 left in the 4th quarter. Hand flooded the left side of the field on that touchdown play with 3 receivers. Guinapero cut back in the middle of the field. Kickoff by Sean Lynch. He kicked it low, bounces it to the right side. It's finally picked up down there about the 15 and being pursued by Hand. The ball carrier is still going, but now he's met and dropped at the 25-yard line. In on that tackle are 91 and 78. 91 is Derek Dunay. 78 is John McHenry. McHenry seems to have been all over the field today on tackle. Had a very good game defensively. And Guinapero has had a super game offensively again.
Let's go!
Foran gets the ball back. We're down to 1:15 left in this ball game, trailing by 11 points, and I'm sure they'll throw on every down. Pass over to the right side. It's caught. Complete pass. Good game by Foran. Now finally out of bounds. Run out by Chris Parkfeld.
Number 81, the manager
Down to the 50.
Knocked out of bounds at midfield by number 18, Chris Parkfeld. 1st and 10 for Foran at the 50.
Good pass by the quarterback. And long completion. 1st down for Foran. They got out of bounds. Stopped the clock with 1:01 left in the ball game. And looking for pass plays on every play. Foran, the short side of the field to the right, has got 3 receivers. Now they're throwing a screen, middle screen, right up the center, complete. And one tackle is missed, and another tackle is made. Finally, the ball is fumbled out of bounds.
Green pass complete to Rich Cable, and he carries it all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Ball is down
And that's about a very high 1st down.
We're inside of a minute with 48 seconds left in this ball game. That's a 33.
Hey, come on, Bo! Woody, let's go back here!
The receiver did a smart thing there. Instead of being down inbounds, he fumbled it out of bounds to stop the clock.
Back off, shoot!
Receivers to the left side on this one. There's another screen in the middle, and it looks like it's intercepted. Intercepted by Jason Sternstrom.
He takes his pass, he sends the Cable, intercepted by number 30.
For a middle screen, and Sternstrom came up and caught the ball at about the 26. So Daniel Hand gets the ball back at the 26-yard line with 42 seconds left in this ball game. They will keep it on the ground and let the clock run. that last play had the makings of a long gain if the quarterback had thrown it to the receiver because he had blocking out in front of him. Bernstrom was the only person around there on defense. Spain just goes back and kneels down. Foran takes a timeout with 20 seconds left. I think that's the last timeout they have, so they probably will not be able to stop the clock again. Second down for Hand and 12 yards. The down doesn't matter because Hand will just kill the clock. Justin Spain ready to take the snap, but before the snap is taken, Foran had a man jump the line of scrimmage. Offside against Foran. Dead ball foul, 5-yard penalty. Finally going to get a second down play here. Spain will just go back and kneel down. And Foran is out of timeout. The clock is down to 15 seconds and running, so that should be the last play of the ball game. So on Sunday afternoon, the 23rd, the second game of the year, Daniel Hand Tigers have beaten the Foran Lions in a cat fight in Milford, Connecticut. Daniel Hand's record now 2 wins and no losses. Next week they play Friday night against Xavier at Xavier, Palmer Field in Middletown, September 28th, 7:30 next Friday night. This was an excellent defensive football game with Daniel Hand leading a good part of the first half, but finally got on the scoreboard with a field goal and took the score on up to 18-7 at the end of the game. So the second game of the year, Daniel Hand Tigers of Madison have beaten Foran of Milford 18-7. This is Kent Sprague along with Paul Sprague on the camera for Madison Community Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger Football, bringing you the games this year. See you next week.
coin.
Okay. They're coming through. Good evening from Palmer Field in Middletown, Connecticut for Game 3 of the 1990 season. Daniel Hand High School Tigers playing Xavier of Middletown. This is Kent Sprague along with Paul Sprague on the camera and Frank Tordoff helping tonight. We have the coin toss in the middle of the field. Daniel Hand has won the toss. We will have this game underway very shortly. Last week's game,
will you please rise?
we will pause now for the national
United
anthem.
States of America, we invite you to join in the singing.
Just before the national anthem, I was starting to say that last week's game, Daniel Hand won against a tough Foran team in Melford by a score of 18-7, and they won the first game of the year 26-6 against East Lyme. The team of Xavier has a record of 0-2 at this point, but they have lost by small margins. They lost 13-10 to Maloney and 7-0 to Southington. And tonight's game is going to be a little bit interesting because Hand is a little bit short-handed. And Frank, welcome to Madison Community Television and the show in your Major League debut here.
Well, thank you very much, Kent. You're right. Looking forward to being here, but we hope that everybody will bear with us and trying to get in with the swing of things here. But should be a very exciting game. Always a tough one between Xavier and Hand.
Have the ball teed up and are ready to begin this game. Kickoff is low on the left side and bounces picked up and not picked up by Parcells at about the 18, and he's snowed under at about the 22. Daniel Hand will begin the game first play from scrimmage at about the 22. And Frank, Hand has a couple of players hurt, I understand. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's correct. Last week in the Foran game, fourth period, Chris Clarkson, co-captain Chris Clarkson, got a knee injury. Did go to the doctors during the week. He said to stay off it for about a week and a half. So he'll be out this game and should be back next.
All right, first play from scrimmage. Parcells in motion left. Handoff right up the middle. First man through. That's Drew Bowman, who is filling in for Clarkson at the fullback position, and he gained about 2 yards up to about the 25 on the first play. Ned Lynch was out of the game last week, too, Frank. Do you know how he is for this game?
Well, he's still tentative a little bit. They're going to rest him when they can, as long as they can. All right. We may not see him if the need isn't there. That's one of the depth capabilities that Hand has, and maybe they won't have to use him.
And into the game at tailback is Scott Gumkowski now for second down and 8 for Hand. In motion left, Parcells. Spain rolling left, looking to throw, throwing to the flat on the right side, complete to Guinapero, first down and plus 3 or 4 yards.
There we have it. You've got it right there. Guinapero with those good hands of his pulls one in. Nice pass, nice roll out by Justin.
So John Guinapero in the left flat, wide open, and Spain laid it right to him on the first pass play. First down Hand. 36-yard line. The initial drive of the game were early in the first quarter. Hand comes out, I formation is normal. Guinapero split left, Parcells split right. Hand off to the tailback, Pete Millard. He's got about 4 or 5 yards off to the 40.
He had some beautiful blocking the interior line on that. Justin Kingswood, Scott Tordoff turned him in on the outside. And we had Donnelly, I believe, on that side, and the guard turned him on the end. Right up the center, good game.
Gain just across the 40-yard line, just about 5 yards, just short of 5 yards on that play. Second down on a long 5.
Tight ends come over to this side this time, Kent.
Okay, Spain rolling right, looking to throw right, and he throws incomplete pass. Overthrown on the right side, aimed for Chris Parcells. Coverage was close over there, so there wasn't much room to get the ball in. Brings up third down and about 5.
For Parcells. Third down, 6.
Yeah, that one didn't seem to fool Xavier very much. I thought it was a good call, going to an alternate receiver on that.
So we're bringing up a third down and long 5 to keep this drive alive. Opening drive of the game, early first quarter, no score. Split backfield this time. 2 men in receiving position on the right side. Spain keeps. He's short of a first down.
He's going to be 2 or 3 yards short of a first down on fourth. An option right, kept the ball, went into the line.
Made by Jackson.
So he's going to need a good 3 for a first down here. Fourth down, hand undoubtedly will punt out.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
43 yards.
Down, 3.
That certainly looked like it was a play that was called from the sideline. A little bit surprising to see Justin run with it.
Ned Lynch is back in punt formation. He's a left-footed kicker. Kicks it out. Good, long, high spiral. Good kick. Fielded down on the 20. 2 players cross, but the receiver keeps it, and he is snowed under at the 20.
Good coverage. That was Brian Burrow down there on the first one. Slowed him up, made him skip right into Guinapero and Cordova, it looked like.
So that ball was caught on the 20 and returned to the 21. Good coverage by hand. They didn't bring it back much at all. Xavier takes over. First possession of this ball game. First quarter, 9 minutes, 15 seconds left. First quarter, no score. Xavier comes out, split, 1 man wide left, 1 right, and 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback looking to throw on the first play, rolling right, throwing on the sideline, and he's out of bounds. Caught the ball, but out of bounds, incomplete. Coverage on this side was by Drew Bowman. Reed Succo was also on the area.
Second and 10.
It's a good Tiger coverage all the way around on that. Not much of a choice, as you can see, had to throw it out of bounds. Looking pass again.
This time, Xavier comes out in an I formation, but we have receivers split both wide right and left. Quick pass over to the right side. Complete. Short gain. Out of bounds. Gain about 5 yards. Right near the 25.
Bowman made the tackle.
Drew Bowman has the coverage on that side, and he plays what they call the rover position in Hand's job. What's the rover do, Frank?
Well, really is the one. You got to straighten out and watch out where the tight end is going and try to come up with that sort of a split end and follow him out to his zone.
He covers that corner. Xavier, third down and long. Quarterback looking to throw again, throwing on the left side, and it's almost intercepted.
How about that?
Covered by Scott Tordoff on that far side. And the pass was not near the receiver, but Tordoff with a dive got one hand on it. Good defense again. Brings up 4th down and 7 for Xavier.
Good tight coverage on those passes. Anybody watching that Foran game last week saw a little weakness in Hand's defense against pass coverage.
4th down, long ways to go. Back in deep formation are Chris Parcells and John Guinapero. He gets the kick out barely on the right side. It's fielded by Guinapero. He bounces off one tackler, gets back about 3 yards. He's going to bring it back to about the 48.
We had some nice blocking downfield on this. John Lundberg placed the block in number 38, who will have to look him up. Dave Walker. You can see he got him nice and low, good clean block. Walker's having a little trouble down there.
On that run back, we have an official's timeout. Xavier has a man down at this point. We'll pick up play number 30 for Xavier. Comes off the field. He looks like he's okay. I believe he was in on that tackle. Hand in good position, starting in the 48-yard line. Split backfield again. Spain looking to throw on the right side. He's lofting it high for Guinapero. Guinapero did not see it. Incomplete pass.
Okay, now we've got our sideline action. The 12th player, if you want her, down here with a band. The cheerleaders start up for us right now. Well, it's a little late probably sent through that storm fair down there, but in good sound down there so everybody can hear.
It looked like Guinapero was looking over his left shoulder, and the pass actually was floated over his right shoulder. So incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for Hand, 48. High formation. Hand off the deep man. That's Gunkowski got a good gain up near first down. He's right near the first down marker. We'll see where the referee puts it. The referee backed it up a foot or two, so it looks like it's going to be short. It's yard short. 3rd down and 1 for Hand, down at the 43.
And good interior line work for Hand's blockers in there.
Looked like Gunkowski had a big hole on that one. Went through it very well. 3rd and 1. Pitch right to Millard. Millard's got a little bit of room to run. He's got first down and more. Got a good gain going. And a flag is thrown in late after the play is over. On the far side, a flag was thrown
good accurate call.
We have a hold against personal foul against Xavier after the play, so that'll tack on more yardage and put Xavier in a deep hole. Hand is driving their second possession. That's carry for a first down by Millard went down to about the 32, and we'll have the penalty added to that.
Again, good running, good quick pickup coming off Millard. Found that hole and went right through it, Ken.
Xavier is penalized 15 yards for a personal foul.
That personal foul, I presume, was a late hit. Did you see what it was?
It looked like a late hit, definitely. It's certainly piling on, I think.
Xavier 17-yard line.
Ball as far as the 17-yard line. Hand off to Drew Bowman. Going over right guard, right tackle. Got a short gain.
Bowman was the ball carrier.
Gain, well, that was a better gain than I thought. It's close to 4 yards.
Oh, that guy can spin a lot. He showed a lot of spinning capability last week.
Gain of 3 yards. Second and 7 at the 14.
Ball is inside the 15-yard down about the 14. Second down and about 7 to go. Split backfield for Hand. Spain looking to throw in the left corner, looking for Guinapero. The ball is intercepted in the end zone by Xavier.
Double coverage out there in Guinapero. Everybody's getting a little bit smart on playing that kid. Great hand, good range and everything, but they're doubling up on him out there.
Spain was trying to loft that ball up and let Guinapero run under it, but with the double coverage, there's a man inside of him and outside of him, and the deep man over him ended up catching the ball. So Hand's second drive is stopped. Xavier will take over at first down at the 20.
Thank you.
We have 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. First quarter, no score. And Xavier's first running play goes nowhere. I see
91 on that.
I see 91 on top. Who was underneath of it?
Derek Donay.
Derek Donay underneath. Very good tackle. Lost about a yard.
A yard on the play. Second and 11 at the 19.
So the first series, Xavier did nothing but throw on their first run. It got stuffed in the middle, so we'll see what they do from here. I formation. Now they go into split backfield, and the quarterback back and looking to throw again to the right side, and he's being pursued. Throws over near the sideline, out of bounds, good coverage, 3 men in the area.
Was intended for Civitello.
Yeah, Guinapero and Reed Succo and Bowman all over there in that area. They had that thing pretty well defined.
There was no chance of that ball being completed from what we could see in this angle. That'll bring up third and 11 for Xavier at about the 19. So far, Hand's defense has looked very tough tonight, and they'll need to because they're going to have trouble scoring against Xavier.
At the 19.
High formation, men split wide both sides. Looking to pass down the middle. It's thrown, intercepted by Hand.
Hey, how about that?
Who we got on the interception? Got Tordoff on the interception.
Good read.
Got Tordoff from the rover position on the far side, came back in front of the receiver and picked it off. Interception
Barbaro's
for Hand.
intercepted by Tordoff.
Turnover gives Hand a first down at about the 32.
33.
No, we have double turnovers here. One on one side, one on the other. How about
So
that?
Hand in good position. We're down to 5:15 left. First quarter, no score. Pitch right to Pete Millard. Kingsley, as though they're leading a blocking. Millard gains some yardage. He gained 6-7 yards.
Was the ball carrier.
Looked like Kingsley was pushing 2 men out of there to clear a hole on that one.
He's a very big, strong young man as a junior in there, weighing out about 240-odd pounds. 6'4", good-sized young man.
He did a good job of blocking to get a gain of about 6 yards. Guinapero split wide left. High formation again. Spain hands off first man through. Bowman got a short gain.
Bowman was the ball carrier.
Bowman gains about 3 yards. He's still short of a first by about a yard. Takes that ball to about the 20.
Gain of 3 yards. Third down.
22-yard line. Third and 1 for Hand.
Millard just came in, so we're going to have Millard in there again, and obviously Bowman's still in there as a running position.
Justin Spain, still a quarterback. Drew Bowman in the fullback blocking position.
Pete Millard at tailback. Hand off to Millard behind Bowman blocking. He gains a little bit of yardage, and it looks like that should be enough for a first down. He's down about the 21.
It is a first down.
First down.
Very good.
He got the first down plus a yard.
First run to the left side, Ken.
First and 10 for Hand at the Xavier.
Who we have in the offensive line in front there? The center is
John McHenry.
John McHenry on the guards on each side. Or over here, Frank.
We have Charlo over on the left, Steve Charlo on the left, and Joe Donnelly over on the right hand.
And off to Bowman. He's tackled immediately, but he gains a yard or two.
Wait, hold that foot right outside of the tackle. See, it's got another yard and a half or so on there. For nothing, you got a little bit.
Drew Bowman dragged the tackler for a yard.
Gain of 1, second and 9.
Ball sitting right on the 20-yard line. Also on that blocking front for Hand. Who are the tackles? Frank,
Okay,
you
what
know?
we have out there right now, we should have Justin Kingsley over here on the right, and I believe that on the left, over on the right-hand side, you've got Matt Young.
Matt Young on the right side. Pete Millard's got a pretty good game going down to the 15.
Milliard was the ball
So he
carrier.
gained close to 6 yards on that play.
Well, Spot brought it back a little bit, I think, but
Tackle was
Oh,
made
well.
by Carroll.
Third down and about 4.
well, this is one of those in-between type of situations. Not quite long yardage, not short either. So, what do you think you got? See a pass or another run?
Ball is just outside the 15-yard line. Third and about 4. Split backfield again. Spain rolling left. Now he pitches on an option to the left side. That's Scott Gumkowski. He gets inside the 15. Only gained a couple.
This little Scott Gumkowski, a sophomore,
Was the ball
shows
carrier.
an awful lot of poise. He's developed very, very quickly this year.
This brings up a fourth down, Frank, and they've got about 3 to go.
Fourth down.
Well, we had Mr. Clarkson in here. We think it would probably be his ball, but without him in there, I think we'll go to Millard and probably
Two receivers to the right. Spain is option right, and Millard is tackled for a loss. Good defense on the far side by Xavier. They had that one hemmed in.
That's a loss. Xavier takes over on down.
Fourth down play, so Xavier will stop that drive and take over once again. No score yet. We have 2:16 left, first quarter, no score.
out of the huddle, looking pass again. Looking pass.
First and 10 for Xavier from its 19-yard line.
So far, Xavier looks like pretty much of a passing team. Now they hand off to the tailback, and he's got a bit of a gain. Looks like
Putnam carries the ball.
Throw it off and pass out.
Scott Tordoff met the ball carrier first, helped out by Chris Parcells. Gain was about 3 or 4, about 4-yard gain on that. Running left.
Kind of a play designed to draw the linebackers and the corners out because they had to split wide receivers out there. Tordoff had to stay at home and watch for that run. Did, watched it, and came right out and got the knockdown.
Second and 6 for Xavier, about the 22. And also first man through the fullback. He gains 2 or 3. Still well short of a first down. The ball now is spotted up to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
Kind of hard to see who made the tackles on that. It was about 5 hands, all touched him,
Gain of 1.
knocked him down.
Third down.
I'm sure a couple of them in there included Jason Fernstrom and maybe John McHenry, who are playing the inside linebacker positions. They're in on a lot of tackles.
Those two boys are getting a lot of range.
Third down here. This is the one they need to stop. Got a man split wide to the right, clear over to this side of the field. Option play to the right. Now it's finally pitched, and it's tackled in the backfield. Good play, tackled in there by, looks like 30, Jason Fernstrom.
Fernstrom, right. You got it.
Fernstrom shot the gap and
Putnam was the ball carrier.
totally messed up that option play right. The quarterback barely got it off, and when he did, it was stopped for a loss even then.
And Jason Fernstrom, when he does that sort of move, looks just like his wrestling days. He's a state-class wrestler.
Fourth down and 8 for Xavier, deep in their own territory, so they'll punt out, and it's a good kick. Out, and Gwen Farrell is near it. He picks it up on a bounce, circles back a little bit, got it about the 38. He's going around the right side. They got a ball set up.
out there.
And Gwen Farrell still going far down the far sideline. Finally hemmed in.
With the Farrell.
line. Excellent return. What does Hand do on setting up that wall on a sideline like that, Frank?
Well, that's usually preset. They determine ahead of time which way they're going to go, no matter where the ball's set. The players all kind of collapse over on that side and try to set up and just give them a big alley all the way up. Worked pretty well that way. Very well that way.
With that last punt run back, we run out the first quarter. This is Kent Sprague along with Frank Tordoff and Paul Sprague on the camera for Madison Community Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger Football. We are broadcasting the game between Daniel Hand and Xavier Friday night in Middletown. We end the first quarter with no score.
On the ground, there were not as
Maybe stepped out.
In the second quarter, it looked like John Guanapero made the return down near the 30, but they ruled apparently that he had stepped out of bounds.